A story of one client that has short beaten nails, and this is how they looked like when she first came to me, and only during 3 services we could tremendously transform her cuticles and nails and finally do the shape and length of her dreams, square nails. Coming up. Hello guys, Anastasia here. These are the nails of my client Anna. You may already seen her nails on my channel, and this is how they looked like when she first came to me. It was really hard to work on them, and this was her first manicure and extensions in her life, and this is the result that we got. We did short nails, oval shape, and they looked pretty good. But then unfortunately we couldn't meet for another 2 months, so she came to me again without any extensions, and this is how they looked like. The nails are in a little bit better condition, but the skin and cuticles were much worse. Unfortunately, there were many cuts that she usually gets at her job. She works as a chef. We did slightly different shape and a little bit longer nails like that, and now she came back after 2 weeks. This is the recommended time for short and beaten nails for infill, and check this out. Yes, the color is a bit different because we applied it later on top. So she lost 3 nails out of 10, and also we have a little lifting on the sides on some nails, but other than that, take a look at this. The cuticles and the skin are in amazing condition compared to what she had before. This time we are going to do fill, so we have some nude nails and we have some glitter nails, and we will do just the same in fill, I think. And also she shared that the dream of her life was to have square shaped nails, and I think it is time. We're going to file them a bit shorter so we have a slightly different shape, and then we will transform it to a soft square nails. Let's get started. First we need to file off the product, the top coat and the color. I will be using carbide bead with green abrasive mark, and I'm going to file off not only the color and the top coat but also the lifting, because we have it almost on all nails. But actually there are 3 nails out of 10 that didn't have a single lifting, and that's so great. I mean, that's like a small victory for us, seriously. Most lifted parts are located along the sidewalls, and the reason they happen like that is when you do the product application, you need to have a margin from the cuticle and along the sidewalls. And with short beaten nails, this margin needs to be even bigger. So I guess on some nails I still made it too small. And of course another big reason is that the nail beds are super short. So once they grow out even just a little bit, there will be more pressure on them, so the product will start lifting. That's why I insisted that we will do a short nails first so she can get used to them, and then slowly we may add up a little bit of length so she will feel more comfortable with them. Take a look at this beauty, almost no lifting here. So now I'm taking off the remaining top coat, and I am also going to file them a bit shorter, and this is how we will switch to a soft square shape. Then let's do the cuticle care, and I assume it will be so much easier now. First I will push back the cuticles with a pusher, and it is working, guys, because when she first came to me I was not able to do that at all. They were not really pushing back, they were super hard, and this time it is working. And I have to share that it's not just my victory but also my clients, because I gave her a few orange wood sticks and told her to push back her cuticles from time to time after she's taking a shower or a bath. I also gave her cuticle oil so she can condition and moisturize her cuticles after washing her hands, and she did that, and now you can see the condition of the skin is so much better. Now I'm going to work with the e-file, and I will be using a safe bead. This one is called Oni Clean. It doesn't have any abrasive, so it is not possible to cut or hurt the client. With this one, the speed is about 15,000 rotations per minute. When we first did her cuticle care, I believe it took me about an entire hour. And it was still super hard to do that, and also she had many cuts, which was like an additional challenge. This time the skin is whole, it looks healthy, and it is so easy to push it back. And it happened only after 2 services basically. Let's proceed. I switched to the opposite side and now I'm working on reverse mode. So this bead replaces pusher in some ways because it simply opens up the cuticle, but since the skin is very dry, you can also see that it is also cleaning it a little bit. Normally this bead was designed in Germany, I believe, for diabetic patients. So you will not be able to hurt them at all, but you can also use it for any types of sensitive or thin skin, because it is also called, in Russia we call it a safe bead, because it is pretty safe to use that, and they also have a different length and shapes. When I will get them, I will show you guys them as well, but I only have this one currently. Then I will work with a flame bead. This is a diamond bead with red abrasive mark, and with this one I'm going to push back the cuticles even more, because unfortunately that on a clean bead is just not enough. And also I'm going to clean the sidewalls. And as I was doing this service, I was like, oh my god, this is such a pleasure, and it just feels so good when you remember how these nails and cuticles looked like a couple months ago. And honestly, when I shared this video, I got some feedback that I was not supposed to work on wounded cuticles. I'm not supposed to work on cuticles that have cuts on it. And I get that kind of critique. I mean, I understand, it does make sense because it may be dangerous, but the problem is, if you're biting your nails like your whole life, it's not like you can stop within one day. It's really hard, like any bad habit. So, and people said like, well, you could just let her heal the wounds and then continue. And that's the problem. They will not heal unless we get rid of all the hangnails, and all the stuff that is possible to be chewed. But then when we did the cuticle care and buffed all the hangnails, all the skin, now it was finally whole, and she stopped doing that, as you can see. So also extensions are super helpful because her nails are basically sealed with the product, and also you cannot really reach to them. Once again, I'm not saying that we solved this biting problem within just 2 services, of course not. It's not possible to do it that fast, but still the condition is already so much better. And without it, just by thinking that I will stop biting my nails, I believe it's like super hard. Now I'm trimming the cuticles with these scissors, and again, I'm able to trim them in a whole piece. That's pretty cool because I was never able to do that before because it was basically falling into pieces. And as you can see, she actually doesn't have that much cuticles, so maybe after a while we will not need to do a lot. Then I'm going to slightly buff the cuticles with the diamond bead, and this one is with red abrasive mark. Please never mind that it looks like it is black. It changed its color in my infrared sterilizer. I don't know why they do that sometimes, so this one is pretty soft. So I'm just cleaning the remaining residue along the sidewalls and along the cuticles. Next step will be taking off the surface shine with 220 grit file. I'm using the small one because the nails are small as well, and it will be just easier, and we have 3 nails to do extensions on. This is how they look like now, and we need to do 3 extensions and fill the remaining nails. Applying dehydrator, let dry, and then I will apply acid primer. On the nails where we already have product, we only need to apply it on outgrown part, because primer does adhesion between the product and the natural nail plate. But if you accidentally apply it on the product, and this one is acid primer, sometimes white colors may not be as white anymore, so be careful with that one. First, I will add up the missing corners, and with acrylic system this is super easy because I can just take a dry consistency bead and basically build it on air. And as I get closer to the cuticle area, I'm using transparent pink color, so we will have a natural look, but also all clear colors, including clear pink or just clear acrylic and gel, by the way, and polygel, like any product, they have a better adhesion. So if some of your clients has more lifting than others, I recommend you to try clear products. On this nail we do not have anything, so let's do extensions from scratch. I'm not going to use forms because the length we're about to do is pretty short. I'm just pushing back the sidewalls and building it on air. Once again, this is why I love acrylic. I mean, you possibly can do that with polygel too, but it will take much longer compared to acrylic. I'm going to file some nails underneath because I was adding the missing corners on some of them, so we really need a smooth surface underneath. And then let's just slightly file and shape the nails. Since we are going to reshape them, I will also be filing sidewalls. We had an oval shape before, so it is not really possible to transition from oval to like really, square shaped, and also we're not filing them too much short, so it's gonna be a soft square. This is it, and I'm about to cry because seriously I cannot believe that these are the same nails that you guys seen at the beginning of this video. And also I think it is time to try some dark and bright colors. So today we decided to use this dark green with glitter, and on some nails we're going to do design. Here's the simple trick so the nails will not look very wide. You just leave a tiny margin along the sidewalls. Do not apply the color all the way to the sidewalls, and they are going to look a little bit more narrow. On some nails I'm doing abstract design with a black gel paint. This one is called Go Color by NSI, and I have no idea what it is. This is just an abstract design. And I just remembered that when Anna first came to me, she showed me the picture of the nails and said, I dream to have nails like that. And these were my nails, my natural nails with a gel overlay, and there was a square shape. So when we first met, I told her that unfortunately we cannot do that because I recommend doing something shorter, but then after a while we can try something like that. And this is the day we are having short square nails. Now it is time to seal it with the top coat and cure in LED for 30 seconds. On some nails I'm applying a bit more of the top coat to have an even surface. And we're done here. Feel for short Bitten nails. I am super happy with the result, as well as my client. She said she is already used to these nails and also cannot really remember how she lived without them. Let me guys know what do you think, and if you would like to see more updates about Anna's nails, we can definitely do that because she seems to be coming back a lot. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing as I post new tutorials, transformations, and videos just like this one every week. See you in my next one. Goodbye.